friends, it is Jen with Mother Time. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a while since I've done a thrifting video, but it has not been a while since I've gone thrifting. I have picked up a lot of treasures the last few weeks thrifting that they are spread all over. I have stuff here in the dining room. I even have stuff still in my car. So I'm gonna kind of go through everything and unpack it and either put it downstairs in my basement, in my decor space where I kind of keep stuff that I wanna pull from, or we're gonna do some decorating too. So I wanna show you all these finds as I'm looking like, wow, I've got some cute things, but I've been so busy to really have time to decorate. I've also have a really cute find that I've already put up. If you follow me on Instagram stories, I got a beautiful hutch for the living room that I'm in love with, and it's been a few weeks since I've gotten it. I want to show you that too, kind of show you how I have it. So my decor style right now and what I'm really trying to encompass in my home is I love cottage, I love rustic, but I also love my prim decor. So I'm combining it all just to give my home a very cozy, homey feel. Loving the cottage, loving the rustic, but also adding some touches of prim decor. I also got this beautiful bowl rack, which I did give a sneak peek on my Instagram stories. We put it up yesterday and I love it. So I'm gonna show you that too, how we put it up. I put that in our entryway and it is absolutely beautiful. Just adding those simple little prim touches in my home just make my heart happy. So anyways, I have some things here that I've picked up thrifting, like I said, in my car. So I'm gonna show you some of the things I got. Go out to the car, grab those things and do a little decorating too. This thrifting video wouldn't be complete without taking you thrifting with me. I love taking you along and showing you some of the treasures that I'm finding. So I consolidated my thrifting footage to just a few minutes to show you some of the treasures I'm finding. My first stop is at Junction, where I actually have a little booth too. And I love seeing the little horse and carriage outside when I popped in. I always find so many treasures. Every time I come here, it is just, I'm a little kid in a candy store. Always so many things, and I did pick up a few treasures this time while I was here. I love this bunny on wheels. I'm watching this now going, why didn't I get that? That is so cute, isn't it? And then I also got this bowl. I don't know where I put it, but it wasn't with all of my thrifting treasures that I want to show you. But that bowl I did get, it was only $1.50. And I don't decorate with a lot of red, but for Christmas, sometimes I like adding little pops of red. And I love decorating with transferware. I did get this crock. You'll see it coming up for $10. Just so many treasures here. I just love browsing and seeing all of the things that I can find. And look at this pie safe. I couldn't believe I found it. It's the exact same one that I have, and it was a little bit cheaper too. But I love that one. This booth has a lot of great prim decor, which I love, and just I love walking around and seeing everything that I can find. I love this old chippy cabinet. When I was there and I saw it, I was like, where would I put it? Now, if I was to go back and it was still there, I'd probably get it to find a space for it because it's great. They also had this cabinet there. Again, just so many treasures everywhere I turn. It's sometimes hard to restrain myself because there's just so many good things. The prices are great. This is still all at Junction. I love finding these galvanized buckets. Look at this old, it's like a little buggy or stroller. Isn't that cute? And galvanized watering cans are always great, especially for spring. I have a ton of them. And then this cloche is still there. I pointed that one out when I was there last time. still there, but I didn't get it again. Another beautiful cabinet. Again, just so many great things. I also popped into Junction Disorderly, also an arcade, and I love this booth. Just, it is prim heaven. So many great things. This is where I got my bull rack and my buttery sign that you'll see. Just so many great things. So I'll just take you through a few minutes and show you some of the decor that I was finding. Here is the bull rack that you'll see coming up now in my home. Lots of cute spring decor, lots of cute prim bunnies. Aren't they cute? And then we're going to head over to the thrift stores and to Savers. And, you know, I always recommend looking at the holiday decor this time of year. Look at the stacked pumpkins for $7.99. That was at Savers, so another 20% off. Always love looking at the books and the quilt books and the cookbooks. Books are always a great find at thrift stores. So I'm just kind of browsing some of the things that I'm finding here at the thrift stores. And this was another great find at Savers. I saw this and I ran right to it. It is a large flower market bucket. I have a larger one too, and these can be kind of expensive, so I was so excited to find that. Here's some Courier and Ive plates. I have these, but I love those. I love these false craft plates too, and I'm having an idea, but I didn't get those. But now thinking of something that I might do in the dining room if I find those again. Some Courier and Ive prints. I love looking at the seasonal decor, never pass the seasonal decor. And then look at it, these Kirkland chairs. I did give you a sneak peek of these on Instagram when I spotted these. They are in great condition. I'll also show you those too when we get to the house. Another Courier and Ives sugar bowl and some just beautiful furniture I'm spotting at the thrift stores. And I'm just going to take you through a few minutes. The antique stores that I stopped in, I just pretty much browsed, but there were some really great things like this primitive rolling basket. I was so tempted to get it if it was a little bit lighter in color or darker in color, and if it was a little bit cheaper. But man, oh man, I was tempted to get that. Some great decor at the antique stores. Also, this primitive plate rack. I called Wayne even when I was there. I mean, it was a $325, so it was a big no, but man, it was a beauty too. Just lots of great Crocs and great finds when I went antiquing. I only got one duck decoy, which I ended up not showing in this video. I have a lot of those, and I just picked up one, and I actually put it upstairs in the sitting room that I'm working on too. But lots of beautiful Crocs. This gorgeous large goose. I have one goose, but it's not like that. This was fun to browse into and see what treasures I'm finding also at the antique store. So I wanted to give you a peek for a few minutes to show you what I was finding there too. So all of these finds are from thrift stores and local stores here in the Western New York area where I'm at. And there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just gonna randomly show you what I've picked up. And then what I like to do is I will decorate with some of these things if I know where I want to put them. But what I also like to do is put them on my shelving. I have shelving down in my basement that is my decor shelving, so I can easily pull from that. So when I'm decorating or if I want to change things out, I always shop that first before, you know, I look anywhere else. So it's always fun because sometimes you see something and you're like, what am I going to do with it? But you really like it. So I pick it up because I don't want to be kicking myself down the road. Starting with my baskets. There's lots of baskets, you guys, but I think that's pretty much every thrift haul of mine is baskets, and this one's no different. So this one, I just love the shape. I love the color. I love the darker baskets. This one was only $3.99 at Goodwill, and just a really cute shape. If you need baskets, I know I mention all the time to check the thrift store first because you are bound to find more baskets than you need. That is one of my downfalls when I go thrifting. I'm always looking at baskets and I'm always buying baskets because you can just always tuck these anywhere. If you have like a space that you don't know what to put in there, add a basket. Instantly fills it up. It gives it texture. I love baskets. I love decorating with them. So this was one of my thrift store finds recently. Everything I'm sharing with you today is from the thrift store, antique stores. I'm looking at everything co-ops. Also too, I went to a show that had primitive decor and old stuff, which I got some great finds there. What else? Oh, the secretary is from the Old Steeple. If you're in the Western New York area, it is an old secretary. It was painted. That's just a store though that has a lot of like primitive decor, which I love. And then the bull rack is from Junction Disorderly, also in the Western New York area. So next up, this is actually from Junction Disorderly, which is a co-op. I love this runner. It was $12, but I just love the striping on it, and I love the size too. It's not too big. It's a perfect size to just add anywhere, but I love that striping. I love getting this size for my kitchen table. I don't think I'm going to be using it on the kitchen table right now because I have a big crate there, but when I do, this is the perfect size. But I love to get these too, to even hang on a rack too. I just thought this was a pretty find for $12. So this was another find I've picked up recently too. Continuing on with more finds here, and surprise, surprise, another basket. This is not the last one. This one was only $3.99. That is why I say if you ever need baskets, go to the thrift store. You are bound to find more than you need. I just love the size of this. It's like a tray. I love the color of it, of course. I couldn't pass this up. I love using these even for outside too, to use for entertaining or to decorate too. So I'm not too sure where I'm going to be putting this one yet. It might be just going into my decor shelves until I'm ready to find a spot for it, but I couldn't pass up this great basket find too. And this is not the last basket that I got, but another thrift store find. And I did pick up some Currier and Ives bowls. I love these. Actually just realized one has the marking on the back, the other one doesn't. But I love Currier and Ives. I love these bowls. This was Saver, so $5.99 for the two, and then 20% off. So I always mention if you have a local Savers, you get your coupon, get 20% off. But I love the scene on it, don't you? I love Currier and Ives. And then this one has the stamp on the back. So there was a set of two for $5.99. So this was another recent thrift store find. I also picked up this crate. I love decorating with crates, and this one I just thought was so cool because it said Bedford on it. I thought for Christmas, thinking like Bedford Falls from It's a Wonderful Life, and adding some greenery in here or some trees. I couldn't pass it up. It just spoke to me as soon as I saw it. I found this at Arcade Junction, which actually I have a small little booth at, but I saw the Bedford. I couldn't pass it up. It just made me think of Bedford Falls and It's a Wonderful Life. And I can't remember, I think this was, because we took the price off of it. Want to say, I don't even know. I can't remember what it was, but it was a good price or I wouldn't have gotten it. But this was another find. Now this again was at Arcade Junction, which is the co-op. Lots of great treasures there too. I love it there. So this was another recent find too. You guys, I even have stuff in the garage too that I haven't brought in because I found this cute little dry sink. It reminds me of something my mom had when I was growing up. I don't know why. I think she might have had something similar to that. It was only $15.99 at Savers, and I'm actually going to strip it, I think. I don't know. This is just a fun little DIY project that I picked up. And it's just one of those little dry sinks, and it was 20% off, so I couldn't pass it up. To either redo. It's sitting in the garage. The reason why there's so much dust is because we were working on sanding a coffee table for the upstairs sitting room. I'll show you that too. Wayne's been working on that, so that's why it's all dusty in here. And we had to stall on working on that because we have some new animals in our house and we're using that room right now for the animals. So, but I'll show you that. He stripped this beautiful coffee table. I also have stuff down here I'm going to show you I have to bring in, but I'm headed out to the car. And yes, it is snowing a little bit today, believe it or not. I have to run out to the car and get more things. I've even thrown this stuff too that I picked up at the thrift store. Like, look at this wreath. It's got potential because I love that it's a trumpet. So I'm going to take off the bow and DIY this. It was only $4.99 and then it was Saver, so 20% off. So it's got potential, especially with the trumpet for Christmas. So this was another find that I recently picked up. I haven't even brought it in yet because I just set it here. And then I also picked up this wreath too, which I'm going to DIY because it's got good bone. I love the grapevine on it, don't you? and I love just like the brown in it. So I'm going to take some of the stuff off of it for $4.49 plus 20% off. I love like the texture of it, perfect for winter and Christmas. So another DIY that I figured I'm gonna kind of take some of the stuff off, but I just loved like the brown and the grapevine wreath on it. So I could see the potential in it. So I picked this one up too. And then of course there's another basket here too, on top of all of our boxes from the accent wall, the stone accent wall. We still have a lot of the boxes sitting here too. But I also picked this basket up. This was at Goodwill for $5.99. I'm surprised I paid that. I like the tray on it, and I was going to stain it like when I've shown you before how I stain baskets, because I picked this one up before I picked up the other one that I just showed you. But I figured this one has potential, but I'm surprised I paid $5.99 on it now that I'm looking at it. And then of course, underneath the grapevine wreath is actually a picnic basket, which I was going to stain too, and that was also $5.99. What else is in there? Oh, look at, see, another treasure. I actually have some more. This was a set of 2 Korean eye bowls for $3.99. Totally forgot I got those. So I got those too. I have so much I need to put away. So I'm going to take some of the stuff downstairs. This picnic basket I was going to stain. I'll link that video in the video description on how I stain baskets. So this one and the other basket I was going to put on for a staining project. And real quick, here is the coffee table Wayne's been working on. He stripped it. Look at how pretty it is. This is going up to our sitting room that I was working on. And then we've taken in 2 more animals. So we're using that as the animal room right now. So I've had to put pause on that until we get them acquainted with the other animals. So we kind of use that as their room right now. But this table turned out so nice, and I'm using this up in the sitting room. You guys, it is so cold today. It does not feel like spring here. There's actually flurries, like I mentioned, in the air. Some little snow on the ground too. Can't believe it, but you know, that's not unusual. But here is one of the baskets of some of my finds. I'm going to take everything in and show you everything I got. You guys, it is so chilly today. I'm happy to be back inside where it's warm with all of my treasures that I found. And as I'm like pulling them out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. So I can't wait to show you everything. And if anything today, I'm just happy to get it all organized. I feel like I've had pockets of stuff all over in the garage, in my car, in here. So to just get it put away, whether it's downstairs until I find a home for it or to decorate with it, will be nice, because I hate when like things are just all over the place. So let's get to the rest of the haul. So first up is this barrel that I also showed you that I had in my garage. I got this at Arcade Junction. No, he's got a booth at Arcade Junction. He was actually at a primitive show that I went to recently, and I love these barrels. They're rusty and old, and they're just perfect to tuck anywhere, and you can add stems in them from fall to Christmas to you know, florals in them. They're just perfect to tuck anywhere, or you don't have to put anything in there at all. Great for storage too. But this was one of my finds. Can't remember what I paid for it, and I don't see the label on here. Let me see. But I probably didn't pay that much, because I wouldn't pay that much for it. But this was just one of my recent finds. I also picked up this crock. I know I got this at Arcade Junction, where I also have a little booth at. I got a couple crocks that day. The other crock I got is already in my kitchen, because I had to play musical crocks, because I put some crocks on my secretary that I'm going to show you, and I needed a crock for my myrtle plant that is, or myrtle tree that is in my kitchen. But this is the other one that I picked up. Like I said, it was only like $5 or $10 of that. So this was another recent find too. And I love this rusty pie rack. Don't you? I got this at a primitive show recently. It was $12. Where is it? There we go. $12. Love the rustiness. I love the all the little details on it. So cute to just set anywhere. I always love making those faux pies too, so I thought it would be really cute for some of those faux pies. But I love the stand, and so this was another recent find too. Just randomly grabbing things from my home. Oh, isn't this cute? I could not resist this cute cat. We recently just took in another cat, one of our outdoor cats we just took in. We also got a new dog. Well, not a new dog, it was my dad's Yorkie, 16 years old. So we have a new dog in the house and a new cat to add to our others. So we love cats, but isn't this cute? I love this for year round, but especially for Halloween, I just thought it was so cute. I love the little bell. I love the prim cat, just so cute. So I couldn't resist getting this too. It was so funny. I was at this booth and I just kept finding things, and I kept like, I'd like get something and then I'd like say, oh wait, one more thing and one more thing. Well, this was my last thing. I was trying to leave and then I was like, I just couldn't resist. I don't know. There was something about this basket bowl. It's an antique stenciled tin basket bowl. I just love the detail on it. It just spoke to me. Isn't it cool? It was $22. Actually, she gave it to me, I think, for $20. And I just thought it was so different and unique. I couldn't resist. I just love the stenciling on it too. So this was a recent find at a primitive show that I went to. They had vendors, like I said, that had primitive decor as well as just really great and unique treasures that I was in heaven between the prim decor and all of this beautiful decor. I was a little kid in the candy store. And I had so much fun there. So this was another find I got there as well. And I didn't film at that prim show because I just needed some mommy time and I was just relaxing and shopping and enjoying the moment. It was so much fun. Another thing that I got there too, look at this scoop. I love this scoop. Isn't it great? You can decorate with this in so many ways. I ended up paying, I think, $20 for it. But I just thought it was just a really cool and unique scoop. I actually got 2 scoops that day. But just another great, unique find that I picked up recently too. And yes, another basket. I love this basket. I love the color. I love the size. You can never have too many baskets. This was only $10 that I also picked up at the primitive show too. It was so funny. When I was there, I saw these stocking stretchers. And they were $24. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get them. But I was thinking about it. And then I kept shopping. I went back to that booth and they weren't there. And I was like, oh, wasn't meant to be. But then it's, of course, when you don't see them, then you really want them. Then you're mad at yourself for not getting it. That's exactly what happened. I was looking for them. And just as I was leaving that booth, I saw them sitting there in the distance. So it was meant to be. So then I had to get them because I found them. So it's these stocking stretchers, which I just love. Love these. And I've been wanting to get a set. So once I saw them there, like I said, it was meant to be, and they were $24. But they're just great, especially for like the holidays too, because you could add some homespun around there and decorate with these. But my intention is to use these year round. We are working on the sitting room. So some of this decor may be going up there once I unpause that project. Like I said, we have one of the cats in there right now. So it's not really been a room that I've been decorating in because it's become the cat room for the time being. But once a cat then gets acquainted and gets back into the house and walking around, I'm gonna finish up that project. And these may go in there. I don't know where I'm gonna put these yet, but I just love these, don't you? So this was another find that I recently got at that primitive show too. And like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm blending my love for cottage, rustic, and prim into my home, having little touches of it throughout. And it's just really creating a homey and cozy home. I'm loving it. So I also picked this up, which is very prim. It's just a canvas. I saw this, it's just a printable that was on canvas, but it saved me the time from doing it. And I just love the crow on there too, or the bird. So just another little find that I got at that prim show that I picked up as well. While I'm going through all of my finds, I'm realizing how many treasures I picked up at the primitive show. It was so much fun. I was a little kid in the candy store. This was another find there. I love this old shovel. It was only $8, so I couldn't resist. Of course, this is practical to use in the garden, but I love decorating with these for spring and summer too. You can put them in a basket, just tuck them there, add some plants. They're just great for decor for spring and summer too, so I couldn't resist this as well. Next up, I also picked up at the primitive show this ladle. Don't you love it? I couldn't resist it. It was only $10. There were so many great finds there. So many things I was tempted to get too. So it's so fun to kind of go through everything I picked up there and other places recently. Lots of great treasures. So it's that thrill of the hunt, and this was another one of those finds. Next up, I also picked up this ash can. I was just drawn to it. I was actually at another booth and I saw it in the distance. I'm like, I ran over and I grabbed it. I love galvanized buckets and things, but when I saw it, I initially thought how pretty this would be outside, drill some holes in it and use it as a planter. I just immediately thought planter, but I don't know where I'm gonna end up using it. It was $15. And I just thought, oh, how pretty, with some flowers growing out of it, tucked in a garden bed. I love the galvanized worn look of it. But so many ways that, you know, you could use this for so many things. I just love the look of it. So I also picked this up too. This was actually the first thing I grabbed at that primitive show. It is this swan. Isn't it a beauty? I love duck decoys. I also have a goose in my living room on my mantle. I love swans. I think I'm gonna be saving this and using it though for when I continue working on the sitting room refresh. It was $18 because I have duck decoy in almost, I feel like, every room. I also have a goose, like I said, on the mantle. So I was thinking upstairs in the sitting room. I just thought it was so pretty and different. There's the bottom of it. So my plan is to use this upstairs once I resume that project. So I'll be holding on to this until then. I also picked up this beautiful holder. I love that wood tone. It's so pretty. Of course, to hang, to use for mail or magazines. I want to use this more decoratively. Maybe add some flowers in there, some faux flowers. There's some greenery in there too. Isn't it pretty? So I saw this, I was drawn to it, so another find as well. And the treasures keep on coming. This is another find from that primitive show I went to too. I saw it in the distance. I went over and grabbed it. I think it was 15 or 20. It is a wire basket. It's also got the handle too. I just love tucking these in different places. You know, you can fill it with stuff or just leave it empty, which I tend to do. But just another find. You can put it under your chair. Just add some, you know, fills in different spaces, just like baskets. So this was another find that I grabbed too. Back at Savers, I picked up these brass candlesticks. They were $5.99 and then 20% off at Savers. So it's a pack of 2 of them. So just to add to my candlesticks, because I love using these throughout, or just to have for the holidays. What else did I get in here too? Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this. I was so excited to find it. I also grabbed a Currier and Ives tin because I love my Currier and Ives. Perfect for Christmas and winter decorating. Look, it says Currier and Ives. This was $3.99 and then 20% off. I love the blue, the Currier and Ives. I love that picture. So wintry and Christmassy. I have a few Currier and Ives tins that I like to set out for the holidays. So this was another one of those finds that I got. And also at Savers on that trip, I could not believe I saw this because I have a bigger one of these that's actually on my pool porch that I got and I spent a lot of money on years ago. I saw this, it's a little bit smaller, but it's perfect for spring. It is this flower market bucket. It's a big one too, obviously you can see. You guys, it was $9.99 and then 20% off because it's Savers. I mean, what a great find. Like, I saw that and I beelined for that and put it in my cart so fast because, like I mentioned, I have a bigger one that I got years ago at a local shop when like these first came out and they were really popular, and you would see them in different pictures and stuff like that. I was like, I have to have one, and I found one and I got it, but then I certainly did not pay $9.99 or less. Isn't that great for spring and summer? But even, you know, all seasons, it's great to put, you know, fall and holiday stems in there too. But I was so excited to find this, and this was at the thrift store. This was a recent find. I also picked up another scoop at that primitive show. I love scoops. They're just so fun to decorate with, especially these oversized ones. Isn't it great? Love the handle on it too. And then I picked up this basket at Junction Disorderly. Love this basket. So I'm gonna put the scoop, I'll take the tag off, put the scoop in the basket, and then put this on my primitive chair in my entryway. So these were just a few more finds too. I'm getting down there with the treasures, but then I have to put everything away. Oh, I forgot I got this cat too. Look at how cute this is. If you love primitive, you're gonna love this one. Isn't this, I just thought this was so cute. It's this primitive black cat. So I actually got two because I thought this one was so cute too. This was at the primitive show I went to. I just, like I said, I had so much fun. I loved this black cat. We have a black cat, but I just thought perfect for obviously fall and Halloween. But my plan is to decorate with him year round because he is a cutie. So this was another one of the finds at that primitive show. I also picked up there this little shelf. It was only $12 to put a candle, then add, you know, like a candle ring around it too. I just thought this was a cute little find to tuck somewhere. My plan is to use this probably up in the sitting room, but I don't know yet. I'll find a place for that. And then, oh, I could smell it. That's what I was looking for. I could smell it. I picked up this potpourri. Oh, it smells so good. It's got cinnamon and cloves and orange peels. I got a big bag of it. You could scoop it out. One of these booths had all of it, and it just smells. It smells so homey. So I couldn't find it. I could smell it. It was right there. So I think those were all my finds from that primitive show. I did pick up two. I have so much stuff to put away. I picked these up at Savers, and I thought these were perfect for patriotic decor when I'm decorating for 4th of July and patriotic decor. Aren't these cute? I like the little stars on them. This one was $5.99 and then 20% off that. And then they even had the smaller little guy. And this one was $3.99 and then 20% off. So I got both of them because I figured for 4th of July decorating, patriotic decorating, these would just be cute to tuck somewhere. And I just like the little texture on them. They're just cute little buckets. So these were at Savers. And then also at Savers, one little piece of fall scrap, and that was this, I have several of these pictures. And this one was $6.99 and then 20% off too. So I will add it to my growing fall scrap collection. I have several of these, but anytime I see them, I get one because like one day I imagine like having a bunch of these like in a collection if I'm doing a vignette. So when I see them and they're, you know, reasonable, I just grab it to add to my collection. I'll put it here in my hutch, or when I'm doing little vignettes and I want to have multiple of them, I have it on hand. So this was another find too. And last couple finds, nothing exciting. I should have planned this out better and like ended with something grand. Although you're going to see the secretary. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my stories, oops, you'll see the secretary and then the bull rack. So those are exciting, but I always love picking up these little pots when I'm thrifting and I see them. There were two of them for $3.49 and then 20% off, a little much, but I just like the color of those. So I picked those up recently. And then this I got for the, for when I ever get back to doing the sitting room. It's just a nice big magazine holder, or for books, wicker magazine holder. It was $7.49 and then 20% off. I thought it would be nice for the sitting room if I ever get back to that project. And then I think these were some mugs, obviously. I picked up, these were so cheap, that's right. These are just such pretty mugs. I've seen them before and they were not $1.98. So I grabbed these two because they do have a little bit of the brown in them, and I love adding my little brown accents. And if it would zoom in, it doesn't want to zoom. There we go. I just thought that was just a really pretty, sweet theme. And they were $1.98. They're made in England. So I just thought they were pretty. I ended up getting 3 of those. Now these were at Ambets, and I've seen these at like antique stores, and they are not $1.98. I mean, they're not $100, but I ended up picking up 3 of those as well. So that, you guys, is pretty much my big thrift haul, thrift, antique, primitive show haul that I've gotten these last few weeks. But it's definitely just the last few weeks. Got everything pretty much inside now, except the few things that I left in the garage. But it'll be nice to just put things away or decorate with a few of these items and not have it kind of all over the place. So then when I go thrifting, I'm not just adding to, you know, my piles, but actually like utilizing it. But such great finds. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite find? So now I'm going to show you what I did yesterday, and that was hanging up that bull rack in the entry that I absolutely love there. And it's like I mentioned before, it's just adding those little prim touches. If you love primitive decor and you want to just add some little touches of it throughout your home, just how I'm kind of incorporating some prim touches into like the cottage and rustic style. Even with the secretary, I'll show you that. That's a little bit more on the primitive side, but it's adding that into my existing decor. So just kind of blending all of that together is just making the home very cozy and inviting. And I just love it because I feel like I'm not just going one way or the other, but I'm seeing my style of different things that I love, and not just going, you know, all prim or all cottage, but just, you know, blending them all together. And it's just making it very cozy. I love the bull rack, so I'm excited to show you that. And then I will also show you the secretary, and then hopefully do a little decorating. I got to figure out where I'm going to put a few of these things too. I'm kind of undecided of where I'm going to put everything, so we'll do a little decorating too. I wanted to show you these chairs I found thrifting too. I got 2 of them. I have one in my craft room. You guys, I was so excited to find these at Savers for $15.99. These are Kirkland chairs. There was a set of 2, so they were $15.99 each. Then the 20% off. These chairs, I think at Kirkland's at one point when they had them in the store, were like $129 a chair. I remember at one point I wanted them. This was such an exciting find. I actually did give a sneak peek of these on my Instagram stories, and they are in such good condition. They look brand new. These look brand new. I have, like I said, one down in my craft room right now until I find a home for both of them. But aren't these beautiful? So this was another thrifting find too. So first up, I want to show you the bull rack I am so excited to hang up. So I'm going to hang it up here in our entryway. I love that print that I have there, so I will find another home for it, and because I do love that print so much. But this bull rack is the perfect fit for this wall. So it was really, I was kind of limited on different spaces I could find a spot, and I wanted to put it in a place that I could really love and enjoy it. I did get this buttery sign to go above it too. The whole set was just exactly what I wanted. And I'm already thinking ahead because I always think like how pretty for fall and for Christmas, and just, it was exactly that prim touch I wanted for the space. So we're just quickly hanging it up, and then I'm going to add the bowls and wait till you see how it looks. And since this video is rather long, I'm going to just kind of consolidate the decorating for today, and we'll come back to doing some more decorating in the next video because I wanted to just show you a few things like this bowl rack. So I'm just adding the bowls, taking my time. I really wanted to hang this when I had some time to just really enjoy it. There's just been so much chaos going on lately. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and enjoy it because for me, decorating and crafting, that's just my source of just being able to relax and enjoy it in my mommy time or my mother time, you know. So I put the bowls in. I actually got the bowls that came in the bowl rack too because they just fit perfectly. I didn't want to be looking for bowls that I may have the whole set just worked perfectly. The bowls, the sign, the tapestry, the little flameless candle, the whole thing. I put my basket back that I had there along with some dried sweet Annie, just keeping it very simple. And then the basket will be the fun thing to kind of change out seasonally and add some, holiday greens and fall stems, but just hanging everything kind of back as I bought it in the store. I love this little flameless candle. Again, just adding those little prim touches. If you love primitive decor and you want to kind of incorporate it, just adding a few touches in your home, just really make it feel so cozy. I absolutely, as you can see here, I absolutely love it. Next, I wanted to show you the beautiful secretary that I put in the living room along with this basket that I recently thrifted too. Another beautiful basket. Yeah, it's a beauty. I put it on this bench, and then here is this gorgeous secretary. Now, the top did not come with the top. That's why I added the basket with the dried sweet Annie. And I thought it gave it some character without having the top, the lid that kind of folds down. And then I've just decorated the inside, which I kind of showed also on Instagram. But doesn't it look beautiful in that space? I absolutely love this whole little area. And then I also wanted to show you, so I am hanging this up that I showed you that I got, and I thought it would look perfect here in the kitchen. And then I'm just adding some greenery and then just adding a few wooden utensils. And this will be a fun little thing to switch out seasonally too, with some seasonal stems. I was even going to put a little prim flameless candle in there, but for now I'm just going to add these wooden utensils. And last up, this is the other basket I got. I'm going to put it on my prim chair here in my entry. And then I love this little cat. So I was going to put the scoop there, but I added the cute little black cat, and I just love that little prim touch here. Okay guys, that is all for today's video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed my thrift haul, seeing some of my new decor, lots of fun treasures. Let me know in the comments, what is some of your favorite finds you have found thrifting recently? I would love to know, or what are you on the hunt for? I'd love to know that too. So you can also follow me on social media at Mother Time. Check out my blog, mothertime.com. And if you've enjoyed this video and you are not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you click that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Okay, you guys, thanks again for hanging out with me here today, and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye, guys.